Do you know what it's like when we have a snowstorm?
Yeah.
What's it like?
It looks like
It just all over the place, right? It's just all over the place. Well, it's a very nice day right now. Okay?
Let's put this.
It's a very nice day. Watch.
Oh, boy. Boy!
Look it. Oh my gosh, it's a snowstorm.
Okay, the developmental preschool is for children for 3 to 5 years old, and they have to be evaluated by a special education team, and then they qualify for special needs under the guidelines of Article 7. And if they've qualified, then they come into our program, and we have them anywhere from 1 day to 5 days, depending on what their needs are.
A typical day, we get the kids from buses and car, and we will do a fine motor activity. We have a journal that we work in, and then we transition to circle time. We do songs, we do stories, we learn about the calendar, and then after that transition we have a little bit of playtime, and then we'll break into groups and work on academic activities with the kids.
With running a typical preschool, I meet the needs of the students by changing and accommodating, maybe bringing things down to their level or maybe bringing things up to their level, kind of depending on what their needs are. We do songs and body movements, so I always incorporate that back and forth. So they sit and then we do a song and they move, and then they sit and then we just kind of go back and forth so they're not just sitting for 20 minutes. Then we have a snack time. And so at snack time, they're working on social skills again, learning how to clean up their area and put things in the garbage when they're done, getting their snack out of their backpacks and sitting at the table where their name is at. So they're working on all those skills. And then we have a playtime period. And during playtime, the kids are working on cooperative skills, and we kind of move around the room so that we can help them, sharing, taking turns, playing with different toys appropriately.
I want them to be prepared to go on to the next step, whatever that next step might look like for them. I want them to be prepared for it. I want them to be able to sit and attend for short periods of time. I want them to be able to work for other people, not necessarily just one person, but a variety of people who could be working with them in the classroom. One of the ways we include students who are non-disabled is by having the second graders come down after lunch. They sit with the kids during their snack time. They'll talk to the kids. Sometimes they read them stories. They come to circle time with us until it's time for them to go back to class.
Anytime they have an assembly for the whole school, then we go to it. And my kids all go. They learn to sit, they learn to participate, do the things that all the other kids are doing in the class or the school. And then anytime during the day when we're walking in the hallways, going to the gym, when we go to wait for buses, they're seeing typical kids running around and walking through the building, but they get that exposure at that point. We also go to the library once a week, and that we have, sometimes there are kids in the library that are still in there when we're in there, and so they kind of see what they're doing, picking out books and sitting and listening to stories.
So for the pumpkin patch, we bring in pumpkins from Coulter's and set up a pumpkin patch on the playground so the kids can go out and find the pumpkin that they want to bring home. Sometimes we decorate the pumpkins here, sometimes we send them home. We also had Santa come and visit, and we have a wonderful Santa who comes here and loves the kids, and they make Christmas lists so that they can show him what they want for Christmas, and then those lists are sent home to our parents so they can see what they've done. And then this year we did do the Grinch Day as well, where they got to have a special snack, and Santa and the Grinch read them stories. The playground has been so much fun this year, just getting that started, because I mean we were running around in the courtyard before with nothing just to keep the kids safe, and now we have a beautiful playground.
I've been in this program for over 30 years, and every year is different. I mean, I can have the same kids come back the next year, but they've changed over the summer, and so my programming has to be different. That's the part I like, is everything is always different. It's changing, and then I get to see these kids change and grow. And I get to see little achievements, and I see big achievements. They keep excelling, and I see those changes over the course of 1 year, and sometimes I have these kids for 3 years in a row. And I get to see them go from, minimal skills, not talking much, to where you can't hardly get them to be quiet because they want to tell you everything and tell you what's going on at home and tell you what's going on at school. So that's my greatest joy, is seeing that those achievements that the kids are making.
It's just amazing from the time that they start to the time that they leave. They just, they come in not knowing where to go or what to do, and after being in here for a little while, they start to pick up the routine. They start to enjoy the activities that we're doing. They come and they sit during circle time and they'll sing the songs or dance, and you just see so much growth and just like light in their eyes.